Opening scene. Slow, emotional music fades and studio microphone narrator, calm, solemn tone. This is a story of a 14-year-old girl named Amina, a bright, curious student who loved science, poetry, and her braids. Every Sunday, her mother would sit her down in their small kitchen in Atlanta. With gentle fingers and the smell of coconut oil in the air, she'd braid her daughter's hair. To Amina, those braids weren't just a hairstyle. They were tradition. They were history. They were love. Scene. School hallway. Whispers, giggles, ambient noise. Studio microphone narrator. On the first day of her new school year, Amina walked in wearing box braids, neat, elegant, and adorned with gold cuffs. But by lunchtime, whispers followed her like shadows. A teacher pulled her aside. Amina, your hairstyle doesn't meet the school's grooming standards. It's considered unprofessional. Scene. Amina is sitting silently in principal's office. Studio microphone narrator. Amina sat frozen. Her heart beat faster. What did they mean? Unprofessional? She was wearing the same hairstyle her mother wore when she graduated college. The same braids and photos of her grandmother from the 1960s. But now they were wrong? Inappropriate? Scene. Amina at home, soft piano music. Studio microphone narrator. That night, she cried, quietly, under her blanket. Her mother saw the redness in her eyes. Amina, she said gently, your braids are beautiful. They tell a story about who you are. Don't ever let them erase that. But the next morning, Amina was told not to return to class until her braids were gone. Gone. As if they were something to be ashamed of. Scene. Family meeting at the dinner table. Studio microphone narrator. Her mother refused to stay silent. She reached out to the school. No apology. No explanation. Just an email with Policy 3.2. Hair must be neat, clean, and professional. No mention of whose standards of professional were being used. So Amina and her mother did what many before them had done. They fought back. Scene. Local news footage, protests, social media posts. Studio microphone narrator. They started with a letter, then a petition. It grew to 2,000 signatures in 3 days. Then came interviews. Hashtags. Support from students of all races. Hashtag braids are professional. Hashtag let her learn. Scene. Amina reading a poem at a community gathering. Studio microphone narrator. And then Amina did something she'd never done before. She stood before a crowd and read a poem she'd written. Speaking had Amina, reading, they called my hair unprofessional, but what they meant was unfamiliar. They meant too black, too loud, too proud. But these braids are my roots woven with love. You don't have to understand them to respect them. Scene. School board meeting. Voices raise, applause. Studio microphone narrator. A month later, after weeks of public pressure, the school's dress code was rewritten. No more vague rules. No more coded language. No more erasing identity. Amina returned to school, braids shining in the sunlight. Not just a student, but a symbol. Closing scene. Amina walking to the school halls confidently. Studio microphone narrator. She wasn't trying to start a movement. She just wanted to learn. But when they tried to silence her, she made them listen. Because her hair wasn't the problem. The problem was the world still trying to control how she wore her pride. Fade to black with soft music. Text on screen. Inspired by true events. Every child deserves to learn without having to fight for their identity. Hashtag braids are professional. Hashtag let her learn.